Hey guys, Travis Daggett, 818 Investments and Forefront Enterprises. Just want to talk some more today about negotiating with private sellers. Of course, this is specific to real estate investing. Um, so when you talk to private sellers, uh, one thing that you have to help them understand is the relationship between the condition of the property and the price you can offer them, the time it's going to take for them to sell it, if they're going to list it and sell it retail on the market, the relationship to financing, and just most of them aren't going to know about that. They may think they know, but most of them don't. So I usually start out by saying, you might already know this, or you probably already know this, or I'm sure you already know this, but there are basically three kinds of houses out there. The first is the house that's in bad shape. It has major problems, structural, could be structural, so that'd be foundation, roof, um, uh, rot to the point where it's, a termite, that kind of thing. And um, that's important because what that means is it's not financeable, it's not insurable. So a retail buyer cannot get a loan on that house. So those kind of houses have a much narrower or much smaller buyer pool. And of course, as investors, we buy those types of houses, and we don't have to worry about the financing um, or the insurance passing an inspection because we're paying cash. Of course, as a wholesaler, I'm not actually paying cash, but my buyer's paying cash, so I'm just the middleman. So it's important that they understand that, because a lot of people think, well, first of all, almost everybody thinks their house is more than it's worth more than it actually is. Even when you look at comps, they think there's something special about their house. There's not. The only thing special about their house is their emotional attachment to it. And they also tend to think that it's going to take a lot less time and money to get it ready to sell, or to repair it, to fix it up, to update it, to rehab it, than it actually is. I mean, it's not uncommon at all for them to be off by 100%. They may think it's going to cost $25,000 and it costs 50. So that's another thing to take into account. So the first thing they need to understand is the three types of houses, and one being the beater, the fixer. The second type of house out there is one that will pass inspection. It doesn't have any major structural issues. However, cosmetically, it's out of date. It needs updated. And again, people are usually way off there. They don't realize that it's about 7 years and a house is out of date, particularly when you talk about things like the kitchen. So someone may think, well, I bought my house in the 90s. It's up to date, or it's fine. I could sell it, no problem. But what they need to understand is they are competing when you list it on the open market on the MLS. They're competing with houses that are updated, either because they're new construction or because somebody's rehabbed them and updated them. So if it's a similar price point and everything else being equal, of course, if you have an outdated house and an updated house, well, or a new house, what are they going to buy? Of course, they're gonna buy the new house. So that results in either a longer time on the market, or a lower price, or both. So it's important that they understand that. And then the third type of house, of course, is the house that's ready to go. It's cosmetically great, it's updated, it's structurally sound, it's financeable. And so these are the houses, as I mentioned, that are rehabs, that have been completely rehabbed and updated, or they're new construction. Those are ready to go to list. Now, very few people, of course, that we talk to that are motivated sellers are in that last category, or have that last category of house. Um, Otherwise, they wouldn't need us. They just list it with an agent. And just as there are three types of houses out there, you're really going to run across three types of sellers, and they often they correspond to the different type of house. You have the person the first one, that's what we're all looking for, and that's they're motivated to sell right now. They need the money quickly. They need to get rid of the house now. Um, they don't really care how it happens. They just want to get rid of it. So those are the people, of course, that we will find and that we will be able to help. The second are the people that they may be motivated, they may not, they may need to sell, they may not. They basically need to be worked with. It could take time. It's probably not going to be an initial deal right away, but over time they may change from so-so motivation to motivated due to a variety of circumstances. The third category are people that just aren't motivated, and they're never going to sell to an investor. There's nothing you can do to change it, and you just need to move on quickly from those people. Those are the people that I'm just curious, what would you offer me, or I just want to see what my house is worth, or something like that. And so of course you really have to limit your time with those people and spend your time with the first two. So I hope that helps on working with private sellers and the types of houses out there. Any comments, questions, that'd be great. Be sure and subscribe to the channel here so that you get updates. And I will talk to you later. Travis Daggett, 818 Investments and Forefront Enterprises.